All right. Well, shout out to the Scary Squad for pulling up in the Patreon as always. We shoot this a little bit earlier. I hope you guys came with your genres of music. That's got to be first. You got to pull up with what style of music, what style of delivery.
How y'all want it, man?
What's going on? Simone Williams said jazz. Brenda said bluegrass. Luella said New Orleans bounce music.
Jeez.
Theresa said doo-wop. What do we have, a 70-year-old demo? What are you asking for? Play that Maple Leaf Rag.
That doo-wop? Shoo-be-doo.
Y'all asking for Mozart and Debussy and all this random stuff. Is there anything that we've named so far that jumped out at you? Jazz
is, I'm a fan of jazz, so I can always do some jazz, bro. Like, I'm good with that.
All right, let's do some jazz. I'll do the music this time.
Okay. All right, because you still tripping off of last week. Last week's was ridiculous with that Harry booty that bounce Miami.
Hey, they wanted Miami is known for turn up. Yeah. It's turn up central. All right, so let's do some jazz. I don't want to do the whole like boom 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 boom.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Some acidy. Okay, let's do Herbie Hancock esque.
Oh snap!
All right.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Moving on up to the east side. To the east side. I've been trying to catch the beat for a second. I know it's Herbie Hancock, but I can't. All right. Here we go. Yo. World so scary. I'm so hairy. Met a nice lady named Mary. She said the internet is so scary. I said, Mary, 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 Mary. Don't you worry about the internet. It's scary, 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 scary. Baby, hold on to me, Mary. Hold on to me, Mary. I think that was more like 70s R&B. Fuck.
That felt good.
Once I found out what we were doing, because at first I was like, I don't know, I couldn't find it.
It was I was doing drum fills instead of just giving you 2 and 4.
Yes.
Which means that the real drum beat was in my head, and I was just giving you the little accents, like. I was like, I should just give him the 2 and the 4.
But I couldn't find it.
You kept it. That was just that ancestral spirit that kept you on beat.
Mary.
I was
hold on to me.
Yeah, you turned into Luther a little bit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? When I can do it, I'll do it.
Luther's allowed to sing jazz.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
Why not?
All right. Well, to start off the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to get a question that was asked from Hollywood Unlocked, which I'm actually a big fan of. What is the worst place to get your credit card or debit card declined?
Ooh.
There's a lot of them. Grocery store is bad because you have to slowly put all the stuff back.
Yeah, well, actually, you
don't have a lot.
You don't have to put it back. You literally can just like walk away because they have to do it.
No, they themselves put it back. But I'm just saying you had all that stuff, so it's a very large purchase. If you're at the liquor store and you have some stuff and it's like decline, whatever. But it's like looking at all your stuff and then it's rough because usually it doesn't decline all the way. It might be just like a little bit over. So you got to do like the whole shuffle of putting certain things back. But grocery store is just bad because it's very, very public and very open.
Yeah.
Restaurants are a little worse though.
Restaurants are worse because usually you're there with people that you know.
Yes.
So it's like, it's especially like if you're on a date scenario like that. Oh my God! Like, cause if you with your girl or your guy and it happens, he's like, yo, this is weird. You know me, I would never do something like this.
Right.
But this is first date. You be like, I can't.
Woo. Date is tough. Date is tough.
Cause like even in the supermarket, like you don't know those people, so yeah, it's embarrassing. Be like, oh, fuck y'all, I ain't gonna never see y'all again. But a date at a restaurant or a bar is. Oh,
bar's not as bad as a date.
I don't know, because I mean the bar can still be a date though. You meet for drinks.
I bet like a bar isn't as bad as restaurant for me.
Okay,
because restaurant is like they go through all the tables, boom, 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 just be like your card declined, as opposed to a bar that's usually loud. Niggas ain't really looking like that.
Oh, and another thing with the restaurant why it's worse is because you get the bill at a restaurant after you've already eaten. At a bar, you usually have to like pay out unless you start a tab, right? So like you pay out after you got your drinks, and they let you know right there, hey, this doesn't work. So like now you just like you set the drink back down, you might have spent $25, $30 most. At a restaurant, if you're doing a full meal, you and the family, oh bro, y'all done ate $200, $300 worth of food. Now you got to figure out how you guys accept Zelle? Do you accept Zelle?
That's the saving grace that I feel like you could. I don't think the whole like doing dishes to pay for your tab thing
that's
happens
over.
anymore.
That's dead.
Like you could pull your phone out and be like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But restaurant, that is humbling. That is very humbling.
Actually, I would also like to nominate the barbershop, because most barbershops take cash. Some take card, but like a lot of times I've gone to the barbershop and didn't have the cash on me. Had to use the ATM there.
Okay.
And if your card ain't working, that's a hard time. Hey man, I don't know what's going on. I mean, you did a great job. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna bring it back. Unless you got a relationship with that barber, he be like, nah, leave something here. Leave me your license to make sure you come back. That's
rough.
One. And then another rough one would be like going to Six Flags where I'm from in St. Louis. It was like a 50-minute drive. Like from here, it's not that far, but like if I was leaving from my house, it's still about a 45-minute drive to get to the one out here.
Okay.
So if you got to Six Flags and you didn't buy the tickets online, you're going to buy them at the door. You got the kids with you. Everybody's excited. They got their swimsuits on because they want to go to
this happens?
Hurricane Heart. No, I'm just thinking. Like that? And then you got to be like, sorry, kids, I don't know what to
Everybody back in the car.
Woo! The tears that will be shed on that drive home. Woo!
That's rough. I can only imagine like a jewelry store too. Even though it's probably more common there.
But you haven't taken the merchandise though. And you haven't like.
What do you mean?
Like if it declines at a jewelry store.
Oh, you're saying it's 100% always wrong or worse when you already consumed the thing.
Yeah, it's worse then. It's worse then, because like if it's embarrassing when it happens at the supermarket, you got to walk away and stuff. But after you've ate the food, it looks like you were just like some slime ball trying to get over. It was like, it did what now? It declined. That's crazy as hell.
That is rough. Woo. That is rough. I always have two cards for that very reason.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because the worst part is like the number of reasons it can decline. Mm-hmm. Like you not having money is probably like the most simple reason.
Yeah.
But it's like there's so many other ones. Like I remember there was a time that I got a new card in the mail. Mm-hmm. So the card that was in my wallet was off. Yeah. And I don't know if that was because of fraud or because of whatever, but it was like in this weird in-between time between cards. And it was so funny because like it wasn't a dinner or anything, so it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just funny because I was buying wholesale for my merch company. And I guess there was a couple guys there that were also doing merch that recognized me. And I had just finished talking to these people. I had just taken pictures. And I was like, all right, I'll holler at y'all. And I turned around and they were like, your card was declined. And I was like, what? It was so embarrassing. But it was just like, you want to turn around and be like, shut up. Oh, y'all shut up. I got money. It was a clerical error. It was clerical.
Talking amongst themselves, like, hey, yo, Patrick's not doing as good as we thought he was.
It was clerical. Shut up. Hey, shut up. Stop smiling. That was pretty funny, though. Getting your card declined is a whole humbling.
It is, man.
Ooh, Robin just said McDonald's when there's a long line.
That is bad too.
That's bad because you hit the line.
Yeah, the line.
But it's a little bit different when it's in your own car. It's a little bit more private. Mm-hmm. However, if you're going to like a fast food place like McDonald's and it gets declined, that there's a little extra sting to that because it's like it's McDonald's. So people are just like.
Not only that,
chicken McNuggets, nigga.
Like if you go inside, it's like you were trying to get that food to sit down and eat now. You were hungry now, right? So you got all the way up there, ordered that food, and it's swiped. Like you already imagine yourself eating it at that point. You were like, oh man, I'm finna can't wait to fucking dip these fries and some ketchup and these nuggets. I'm like on these nuggets, and you're not gonna do that on those nuggets at all. No. You're gonna shut the fuck up.
Kevin Smith said they were declined at the end of a 30-minute Uber drive. How'd it go through in the beginning? Then?
Right.
Did it just go through and it was like pending? Because that's funny. You're just like, well, I'm here. So
yeah. He locks the doors and takes you back.
Receipt, nigga. That's hilarious.
That could happen in a taxi car, I guess, though. Like if you're doing a taxi.
Oh man, yeah. I don't understand how taxis didn't like charge first. Like, where are you going? Okay, cool. That's this amount. Like, yeah. It's weird that they're surprised when people run away. Run out the car. Like that seems like it would be
that's
more
a lot
likely.
Of faith too, especially like in New York, a city like New York. That's a lot of faith in people.
Right, and you could just disappear into a crowd. Like it's like Assassin's Creed style.
Speaking of Uber and Lyft, I told you about speaking of Uber and Lyft.
Yeah,
I told you about the deaf driver I had in a Lyft. Right, I got in the Lyft, and it gives you an alert. Hey, your driver has a hearing disability, and then it describes what it is. It said he was deaf. Yes. So I got in there, and I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Then he takes a phone call, and I was like, "Bro, I ain't deaf." Maybe that's what he did to so people wouldn't talk to him, which is actually ingenious. Like that's a great really way to have people not talk to you. But I'm like,
it's really funny.
Like that's perfect because I don't like talking to my Uber drivers or Lyft drivers. Like that's perfect.
I didn't even know that was an option.
I want to know if I can do that as a rider. If I can select deaf on my thing and then be like, yeah, so I never have to talk to anybody. Then they be like, but I see you talking on your podcast.
I'm deaf for this ride.
I have to change I had to put a hoodie on and put glasses on my profile pic and then change my name.
That's weird to think that drivers sometimes don't want to talk to the passengers. Because usually you hear about it the other way around. Like you hear about the passenger getting in, like, please don't ask me about my day, what I do, all this kind of stuff. But it is interesting to know that there are some drivers that are just like, yo, I just want to take you from here to here.
Bro.
And some passengers just get in like, hey, what's up? Let's talk. Let's do this whole thing.
I think it happens on both sides, but like
that's wild,
I drove Uber for like 2 days and I didn't have like some real talkative people, but I didn't want to drive Uber. So I didn't feel talkative at all. So I was just like, I don't want to talk. And like that and just having a stranger sit behind me, just my anxiety and paranoia would not allow it. So I just like, I quit. I'm going to sell dope.
You going to sell dope?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like I don't know. Sounds like a downward spiral way of thinking. It doesn't sound very healthy.
I mean, to each his own.
Well, it's very important to be mentally healthy nowadays.
Yeah.
And that's why we got BetterHelp.
Come on with it, man.
You know what I mean? BetterHelp is a new company that gives you, it's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. They'll assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. And you don't have to go. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. Mm-hmm. And obviously we've had a tumultuous. I'm trying to get this word by the end of the podcast.
There you go.
I love this word. I just can't say it well. We have had a tumultuous. I'm gonna go with that. 2020, and your mental health is very, very important to be on top of. You cannot push it off to the side. It will come up in a number of forms later down the line. So that's very, very important to stay on top of. BetterHelp has your back. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. So you'll have a lot more to choose from, and the service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule a weekly video or phone session so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. You don't have to do anything with the traditional therapy approach. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if you need.
And so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting an additional counselors in all 50 states. So no matter where you are in the states, we can get you some help, man. And it is very, very important that you guys take aware of your mental health, assess it, and do something about it if you're not feeling your best. And if you are ready to, start living a better life, then I want to offer 10% to all of our listeners right now. You have 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/DIYS. Again, you will get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp if you go to betterhelp, HELP.com/DIYS.
And if you're not sure about it, you can always visit their website, read some testimonials. They're posted daily. Go to betterhelp.com/reviews. But, again, you join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional at betterhelp.com. So make sure you do go to betterhelp.com/DIYS. We got you for 10% off of your first month.
It is.
Get on top of it, y'all.
It is.
Let's move right on. Tumultuous. There's an L somewhere in there. That's why it makes me nervous every time I approach it in the sentence.
It's one of those things, man.
All right, you were talking about amusement parks and how it's a fear of yours to get everybody packed and ready and go all the way there.
All to get turned around.
I have a situation that's worse than your card getting declined. Now,
really?
Imagine you did everything that you said, got the kids all ready, everybody's ready, everybody's excited, the whole group is there. You go in, you guys are having a cool, time, rides, all that stuff, expensive food. You get on a roller coaster, and somebody in front of you on that roller coaster has diarrhea.
Why can't it ever just be something simple with you? Why is it always like just to the max?
What, you want a regular story? In January 2018, a man got diarrhea on a roller coaster and splashed 14 people.
Come on, fam.
That is 14 people who will forever have a horrible thought process whenever it came to amusement parks. They had a shitty time.
Left it wide open. Left it wide open.
That is the worst thing.
The worst thing is that it will ruin roller coasters for you for the rest of your life. You might have loved roller coasters your entire life, and now this one incident has taken that from you forever.
There is no way.
You would never go back on one?
There's no way.
I would go back on one. I would just have to be at the very front every time.
But here's the thing. He could have splashed some people who were just walking underneath too.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, the whole park, throw the whole park out. I don't even want the park experience, let alone. Someone in the comments said a new type of splash mountain. the splash zone.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
Woo. Damn, I wish I had another one to follow that up. But I don't. The Shatador?
No. You're forcing it now. You're forcing it. Come on, bail, man. Bail. Somebody said the brown mist
Space
experience.
Fountain. What's some famous ones?
It's getting worse. The Screaming Kegel.
Colashole.
Colossal. Okay, I got it.
Colossal?
Yeah, colossal.
Colossal. I just needed one. Sometimes I can't move on. But yeah, that is a reason to not go to.
That would suck, bro.
That would be the worst.
That would suck.
That would literally be the worst. Moving right along in ridiculousness. Gucci. So ridiculous. Gucci just rolled out $770 jeans with grass stains on it. That's the new look. Grass stained overall jeans for almost $800. Grass stains.
The new look for who though? Cause your boy ain't doing that.
This is wild. Like, fashion looks to literally every corner for inspiration, and it's like, that's so funny.
It's like those. How's that any different from those John Varvatos Chucks that were already dirty?
What do you do? The comment that I looked, which is great, is rich people want to look poor so bad, and that's so true. With the holes and the Yeezus and the homeless look, and it's just like, fam, like, just the fact that you have to buy extra, you have to pay extra to make it look like you worked hard outside, as opposed to just getting grass stains or faking grass stains. You could do that too.
Just be rich. Just be rich and be satisfied. Why do you have to want to blend in with us? All right, just be rich.
That is ridiculous. Gucci, but you know, at the same time, fashion knows how to be ridiculous enough so that it gets attention and goes viral. So
that's damn ridiculous. I'm sick of it.
I get it. All right. Well, speaking of ridiculous and rich, let's talk about Kanye West for a little bit.
Oh my God.
Kanye is known for going on a lot of random rants, and doing ridiculous things, but every now and then, he doesn't sound so ridiculous. You know?
No, I don't.
Every now and then, Kanye lands on a point that's like, okay, if you just did this more logically, or just maybe stop throwing outlandish things every other sentence, you would probably get somewhere.
Let's go. Let's hear what you got to say, because I got something to already counter what he said. Whatever it is that you are taking into consideration, I've already got something to counter that.
So hear me out. Kanye, when it comes to saying things that will motivate the black culture and make us feel strong and appreciated in writing, not the best, right?
No,
not the best.
Not at all.
He sometimes he says some things that pisses us off, and his main point was to get us on his side. So, not the best speaker, if you will. However, you cannot deny his experience in the music industry, his dominance in the music industry.
That's true as well.
And his knowledge of. I'm trying to tiptoe around this.
Make it good.
When he talks about black people being slaves, New Day slaves, he usually loses a lot of people with that rant.
Yeah.
When it comes to other fellow musicians, I like hearing him speak about that, because that is what he should be speaking on. That's something that he comes from experience in. He is a rapper, so him with his positioning and his influence can make a difference for people who also have his job. That's undeniable, because he has influence. Now, when it comes to speaking about politics and all this other stuff, not the guy, okay? However, now he is going on a bunch of rants talking about freeing artists, getting better record contracts, owning their own masters, ownership. A lot of stuff that people have been, like the Nipseys, the Russes, a lot of people have been preaching for a very long time. And I got to go on record saying he is correct with a lot of these things. He just started tweeting about how there should be new recording and publishing deal guidelines, and he went through all of them. He said he was talking about the 5 main pillars in a musician's business: recording, publishing, touring, merchandise, and name and likeness. He wants to call all artists to unify, to get their own masters, to get their own lawyers that aren't the record label's lawyers. He literally put down, tweeted one by one sections of potentially new contract obligations that when I read, I was like, I think that a lot would benefit from this, and I don't actually take that into account when hearing about Kanye. Like it says, the number one, the artist owns the copyright in the recordings, and it's all of these are more detailed. I just want to go through these faster. Number two, the record label / publisher is just a service provider, and the split is 80-20 in the artist's favor. 3 is more about dependence, and artists should be able to manage their own catalog. No one should be able to tell you how to understand your own catalog. Number 4 is about lawyers and not having the same lawyer as the deals, and even lawyers improving deals so that they change the contract into plain English contracts instead of trying to make it so that it's hard to understand or track. Rewrite deals to be understandable from first read, which I'm all about. Yeah, I hate
those contracts be so wordy, bro.
That's the whole thing. You saying I want to go into legal or become a lawyer just means you want to learn that confusing language so that you can further confuse other people and get the deals that are better in your favor. And that's ridiculous.
They could be hired just to read that confusing language.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I can read this, but I'm not comfortable with that. It's like put it in language so that we both understand it, and then you can help me get a better deal. I shouldn't have to hire you. That's like literally like going into to deal with somebody who speaks a different language and just hiring somebody to tell you what the contract said instead of just translating the language to the contract to English. You know, it makes no sense. And then he goes into equity and blanket licenses and just other examples with royalties. And I'm just like, yo, if Kanye has anything to speak of that we have no choice but to listen to because it's not so opinion based, it's all this crazy stuff going on within music, which he has survived through successfully his whole career. So that's a conversation I can have with Kanye.
Okay. I just want to point out that literally a couple days ago, Kanye said we need to free Suge Knight.
There is a part 2 to this. Yeah. There is a part 2 to this.
So it's like you got to take a little bit of, with whatever he does. Because it's like, well, how in touch is he? Like, how do you go from that? Yo, we got to protect the artists. You know what I'm saying? These deals are ridiculous. We got to do something about people getting their rights. By the way, free Suge Knight. Wait, what? Like, how do you... What?
You can't assume that second one takes away from the strength of the first argument. But yes, he's all over the place. Yeah, which is why he shouldn't be in a political leadership position. That's cool. You can say weird things if you're over there making music and doing your thing. You know, like I think that's allowed. You could be weird. It's just when you're being weird and trying to like bash your own, or not trying to, but you know, bashing your own culture, saying stuff that's off the wall in terms of I want to lead you guys. I should become president, doing, you know, interacting with our president. And even though our president is showing huge lack of concern for us, it's that stuff. But if you're just saying weird stuff and you're just over there, you know, making music and making beats, there's plenty of musicians like that. That's fine.
I feel like there has yet to be anyone that really stands up for the producers, because I feel like the producers are the ones who make these tracks so dope. The producers, the beat makers, stuff like that, and they are the ones that are given the least amount of shine. I would love to see him, especially as a producer, talk more about them too, because like that's why I always wonder. I think
he's talking about everybody though, musicians.
Okay, I hope so, because I always wonder why they don't ever get the shine like I feel like they're supposed to. Like,
well, that's why they had to break out with the whole super producer thing and you know. That's how the whole tag started happening and being in the video, and you know there was an era where the producer was right there, you know, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, honestly all the way up to like Metro. They kind of brought that up. Metro Boomin with being in the song and the videos just as much as the rapper. So they definitely still get screwed over, but yeah.
Metro Boomin got some of the dopest tags too.
Metro Boomin is dope. I wonder where he's been. I haven't really heard that tag in a while. It's the same thing with Lex Luger. It's like every time a super producer comes out that changes the sound, everybody copies that style, and then you don't hear from the original too much. It's pretty interesting. I don't know.
Who was the producer that worked with Nas on his last album?
Nas's last album?
Yeah. Was King's Disease was that was Hit Boy. Hit Boy did most of the tracks for that.
Oh yeah, Hit Boy is out here. He's Grammys. He's worked with Beyonce. Everybody.
That's dope.
I mess with Hit Boy.
For sure.
For sure though. All right. Well, to your point, Kanye says a lot of things. He also reportedly asked his campaign staff to not have sexual relations outside of marriage. So yeah, he's trying to get into the White House, and obviously he's on a very big spiritual journey. But yeah, he asked his campaign aides to refrain from fornicating outside of marriage. And it's just like,
but you was fucking though, Ye. Ye was fucking.
That song, he just put out a song with Lil Pump. Look, I respect anybody's transformation.
Right.
In any way possible.
Right.
If you go vegan, great.
Good for you.
Get healthy,
Absolutely.
save the animals.
Mm-hmm.
If you go spiritual, that's amazing. God is great. It's just when right after the transformation happens, you're looking at people who were just like you, like, y'all tripping. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's what I can't get. You've been vegan for a month and a half, and you're just like, wow.
That's the
ribs?
new Christian thing, bro.
Ribs?
Like, when you first find Christ, you be like, oh man, Jesus is life. Because he is. We all get that, right? You brothers need to get your lives together. You know what I'm saying? You need to get saved. It's like, bro, don't come at me like that. Because here's the thing, like, everybody wakes up to their own alarm clock. Yeah. You were 40 before you got to this point.
Yeah.
This person's 18 or 21 or 24. Give them grace.
Mm-hmm.
All you should be doing is telling them, like, hey, man, if you ever need to talk about anything, especially, like, God, I'm here for you. But, like, trying to just push it off on people is, like, I don't like when anybody does it. It's not just with religion. Mm-hmm. It's with, like, diets. Like, oh, man, you guys got to let that meat go. You got to let that processed stuff. Nigga, you lost 1 pound in 2 months calling yourself a vegan or a vegetarian. Now I got to change my life up. I just ordered us some food right now.
I hate it.
I ordered us some gyros.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's what I was doing.
Dope.
Yeah.
Mid-show.
That's
actually, okay, so that's low-key a talent. Because it's hard to do just this, and it's low-key kind of hard to order food, too.
Yeah.
Because you ever, like, been ordering food, and you've been like, it's been an hour and a half, and I'm still deciding. I put my phone down, forgot it. That was cool.
Man, I ordered it. I got us those gyros again that we like, and I got us the falafel too. From the New York and
I'm a fan.
Hey man, we out here, man.
We're gonna eat till we falafel. You guys, let me know in the comments if you like that joke. Yeah, man, that whole thing is just weird. I feel like that's the first hurdle you jump when becoming annoying, is the whole, like, looking down on people who are just in your situation, and that's super dumb.
Not only that, the reason why you should give people grace when you make that transition to whatever you're doing is because you haven't even perfected it for 6 months or a year or 2 years. Like, you want to give people grace because you're going to want that same grace extended to you in case you slip up.
Yep.
Like, there's always slip ups when you're adjusting your lifestyle into a new lifestyle. Like, so for you to come that hard on people is like, bro, come on, bro. I mean, you got with Kim, and it's been good, you know, as far as we can tell from the outside looking in, as far as infidelity and stuff like that. But, like, you weren't always like that with Kim. I mean, not you weren't always like that with Kim, but you weren't always like that with all of your past exes. Like, I'm sure of it. So
Amber.
Yeah, Amber. It was a chick before Amber, too. Wasn't it with somebody else famous?
I don't remember pre-Amber.
Yeah.
That's so weird to be so famous. Like, people can really just go down your exes. Like, who did this person date?
Sometimes you can tell from like how a person was dressing when they were with a certain person. Like when Andre was with Erykah Badu, like he switched up his dress. I feel like because pre-Erykah Badu, Andre was just dressing like an Atlanta nigga. Like if you go back and look at Players Ball and stuff,
Erykah Badu be doing something to these dudes.
It's always something that you could attach to somebody's like
something to
their life, dudes. Like the way they used to dress, the way they used to talk, what they used to eat. Hell, even their hairline. You get with some people, you had a full head of hair. And now you've been with somebody that stressed you out for the last 6 years, and now you don't have any hair to show for it.
Talk about it. Well, at least if that's your situation, we got you covered with Keeps.
Come on with the alley-oop. Did you see what I did
there? Yeah. All right. So, as guys, our identity is wrapped up a lot in our hair sometimes. We got the natural thing going. From how it feels to getting a fresh cut, the way it's perfectly styled before going out, the messy bun. Mm-hmm. But that's why when we get into our 20s and our 30s, we start noticing the first signs of hair lice. Wow. Hopefully not. Hair loss. And, let's face it, no guy is really ready to go bald.
No.
But thankfully, we got Keeps now, the simple and easy way to keeps your hair.
Come on with it.
Did you know?
Tell me about it.
That 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. That's most guys.
That's crazy. I'm 36 now, and it's still pretty thin, but that don't mean nothing because I don't see what the back of my head looks like.
It's a wreck. The best way to prevent hair loss is to do something about it while you still have hair left. So now you can get treated from home. You used to have to go to the doctor's office for your hair loss, blah, blah, blah. Now you can save gas. Stay in your house. Thanks to Keeps, you can visit a doctor online and get hair loss medication delivered right to your home. And they make it easy to deliver your medication. It comes every 3 months, so you can say goodbye to pharmacy checkout lines and awkward doctor visits.
Hey, man, do it. Do it. And listen, man, I want to let y'all know that, first of all, Keeps is the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products out there. You may have tried them before, but you never tried them like this or for this price. And the important thing to remember is that Keeps typically takes between 4 to 6 months to see the results. Mm-hmm. So you want to do it sooner than later. Okay, yep. Do it while you still got hair, but you start noticing, you in the mirror, you like, hey man, either the barber pushed my stuff all the way back, or I'm out here thinning it out. Once you notice it, and you notice it, guys. You don't wait until somebody else is bringing it to your attention. Don't wait till you're in the barber seat and you be like, so what you want me to try this week? He don't even say do. What you want me to try this week? Mm-hmm. You know before it gets to that point, do something about it now, okay? Find out why Keeps has the most 5-star reviews, more than any of its competitors, and more than 100,000 men trust Keeps for their hair loss prevention medication. Mm-hmm. Keeps treatments start at just $10 a month. Plus, for a limited time, okay, limited, which means there's a finite time of it. All right, you can get your first month for free. All right, so first month for free. That's what I'm trying to tell the people out here, man. What? All you have to do is go to keeps.com/DIYS to receive your first month of treatment for free. Again, that's KEEPS.com/DIY, and that's going to get you your first month of treatment for free. Why wait? Get on it.
Keep your crop.
Come on, man. Keep your hairline. Crop. Keep it intact. Keep that thick.
I want dreads on my skeleton. Keeps, can you do that? Can you promise me skeleton dreads?
Oh, man.
That would be great. It would be great. One last thing about Kanye West.
Oh, here we go.
Let's get into some hip-hop rumors. There is a rumor within hip-hop that Jay-Z allegedly sold Kanye's masters so that he could get his own masters back. This is a deep, dark Illuminati power move. Apparently, Kanye contract's summary, his contract summary, it says, apart from the inducement with Kanye that he had to sign to get his advances, Jay-Z sold the masters to the first 6 Kanye West albums just so he can get his own back. And he also did so knowing Def Jam won't sell them back to Kanye in the future. So that is some dog-eat-dog world shit. If it's true.
Yeah, if it's true. Simone said that Kanye said that was fake.
Kanye said that?
She said, didn't Kanye say that was fake?
Are they allowed to talk about that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I have no idea. If that is true, that's definitely one of the shadiest things I've ever heard.
I almost wonder if that's like a thing. Trading masters is a thing in music, you know?
That's enough to make me not be friends with you, though. That would be weird if that was
That seems like a rap business move.
I don't know. Yeah, I just did a little search real quick. This is on Reddit. It says Ye addresses Jay selling masters rumors. Won't stop. Ye pissing on a Grammy. Oh, Ye pissed on his Grammys?
Yeah, he did a video where he was peeing in a Grammy.
Okay. All right. So let me. Yes, I'm 18. You must be 18. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm 18. Are you over 18? Okay, cool. All right.
Is it a video?
Oh, wow. It's in the toilet.
He's peeing on a Grammy.
Trust me, I won't stop. So he didn't actually show himself peeing.
I still like Grammys.
It looks cool.
They look very, very, very cool.
On there right there.
That's that would be so wild though, especially like the Big Brother type shit, because it's like masters is a tough area. Because I remember Michael Jackson's owned the Beatles masters for a while. And there's so many conspiracies floating around that and the lengths of what people will do to own a masters. But yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, yeah, I absolutely, you're right, Kevin. I could believe that Jay tried to do something like that. Like I said, it's just hip hop rumors. But hey, there's also like you said in the chat, there's also a huge apparently a pedophile secret organization with all the higher ups. So they're talking about everything online. So whom knows what is right and whom knows what is wrong. All I know is that business can end friendships. So
on Complex, and this was from 4 days ago, it says, in a tweet on Tuesday night, Kanye West shared a screenshot of a text from an unknown person appearing to spill a possible litigation strategy against two major record labels, suggesting that he was trying to buy back his master recordings from the labels at an unknown price. If Taylor Swift costs $300 million, yours would be a lot more, I assume. So evidently he is trying to buy back his masters, which I from what I understand, you don't ever own your masters when you sign a record deal unless you go independent. Like I'm sure back then when Kanye signed, no one was getting nobody was getting their masters like that.
Crazy smart.
Yeah.
Once I heard that like top people were fighting for the same stuff that new rappers were, like how Lil Wayne and Eminem were trying to get their just deal of their contract, and I was just like, these are the biggest rappers in the world, and they have almost borderline same issues as these new rappers. The music industry has been a poisonous trap for a very long time, and it's going to take somebody very, very outspoken and borderline crazy to go at them, which is why when you put it on that mold, I'm like, okay, Kanye might be the guy to do this.
That's true. Like, cause you think about it, bro. Like, it's kind of like college football. College football, they own those kids' name on the back of those jerseys.
Yeah.
They own those. They earn all the memorabilia around that name. And it's crazy. Like, you don't even own your name. So imagine if a college institution is doing this. Imagine what a business that has been around for years is doing. They own the masters so they can sell the rights of your song being in movies and shows and commercials. And then they'll give you a little bit of something, but they're taking all of that because they own your work. That's pimping.
That's pimping.
That is pimping at its finest, and they've mastered it. That's why they hate that people are going independent. That's why they hate that people are blowing up off of SoundCloud and off of Twitter. And I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. Like, keep your intellectual property. You deserve to get the most from it. It definitely should be 80-20 at most. Right. And a lot of these rappers are just so excited to, like, get out of the hood because of their situation growing up or whatever it may be, that they will take the first contract. It's like, bro, I always, ever since I heard that P interview when he was like, if this white man was willing to give me $1 million or $10 million from my record company, I knew it was worth 100. Ever since that, I'm never taking the first deal offered to me. It does not matter how good I think it is. I know it's something out there better, or it's better for me to just do it the way I am, and not have to like maneuver around so much yellow tape and I don't think that'll be good, and you guys should probably do the record the album cover over all of that bullshit, bro. Right. These independent artists are killing it. Look at Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Young Dolph is killing it, bro.
A lot of these guys are like Russ, and all these people are getting huge numbers like these huge label artists, and all there is just like on TuneCore or something. Like they don't have a label. They're all going like uploading the stuff themselves and seeing all the profits from it. Yeah. Which is literally how it should be, but it was a poisonous trap for so long that it just got worse and worse and worse, and nobody's really speaking out. Speaking out against it is basically telling people to stay independent and not do contracts, but this is the first time I've really seen somebody speak out this hard against the contracts themselves and changing the system that's in place as opposed to avoiding it, which is usually the easy advice that young artists get, is to stay independent and avoid the machine. But yeah, Kanye says a bunch of dumb stuff and a bunch of wild stuff, and he goes into other things like fashion and politics and says all this stuff, and it seems pretty weird. But I break down what people are saying, and now that he's actually talking about something within his own field that he's good at, I don't see it as ridiculous. You know, it's like Takashi 6ix9ine. A lot of the stuff he says is ridiculous and over the top, and you don't take a lot of credit with it. But if he sat down and did a masterclass on charting and how to promote yourself and stay relevant and how to keep attention and all these kind of things, and where he was actually killing it at, undeniably, then it's like, okay, this is a lane. This is what you are really good at. So I will hear you speak on this kind of stuff. But you're so outlandish, you just can't be speaking on everything, and that's what Kanye does. Because
when you speak on everything, it lessens or weakens your argument on the things that you are really informed about and the things that you should be speaking about. Right. Because everything else is just so out of left field. But I want to talk on something real quick. It's still in the music lane, and Luella just brought this up. She said, didn't Young Dolph just give away a Lamborghini to one of his fans? And yes, he did. Young Dolph delivered a Lamborghini to a contest winner. The person was, I think, 23-year-old Jack Davila. Got a $400,000 Lamborghini.
What'd they do to get it?
I think they had to pre-order his album or something like that. But this is after Dolph announced he was retiring back in March. He said, I'm done with music. I had my son, you know what I'm saying? Nearly 2 weeks later, he updated his fans on the Instagram. My son just told me I can't be his dad if I stop putting out music. I don't know how, because he had just had a son. But anyway, he gave away a $400,000 custom Lamborghini, orange and yellow, to a 23-year-old, which means that it's probably going to get messed up, because I doubt a 23-year-old can afford the maintenance on a Lamborghini. So maybe it was a tax write-off. I have no idea. But like, bro, how do you? I would sell it. I'd be like, all right, dog, appreciate it. Can I sell this back to you at half the cost, $200,000, $250,000? Because that's what I would prefer. I don't want a Lamborghini. I'm looking at the neighborhood, and nothing against the neighborhood, but it's like, bro, you can't have that type of car just sitting in the driveway. That type of car needs to be in somebody's garage. You know what I'm saying? Like tucked away. Like
it's the grass.
Yeah, the grass not being kept.
Grass like that means bad neighborhood. Means
the grass, and then it's coming over on the sidewalk to the extra
grass. People don't know this. If you study botany, certain types of grass can warn you about gang activity. It's like a big thing. Like whenever you see a music video and the grass looks like that, you know that's what the grass in Juvenile's first video looked like. That's for sure. Juvenile.
Yo, nah,
grass.
You can't do that one, man. You gotta.
That's wild. And the cool thing about Young Dolph, he sold 65 units his first week, 65,000 units. But being independent,
yes,
that's crazy.
He's getting most of that money, dog.
Whereas somebody like a big label rapper would get like maybe 125, 150,000. Which is really only about like double, a little bit more than double. So that just shows you the strength of being independent. There's also rappers like Tech Nine, who has been independent, huge rapper underground for as long as I can remember.
Stand up.
I can't even remember when he wasn't famous, but he's never on the charts, never doing really mainstream stuff. But his fan base is so crazy, and he just gets all that money. He probably has more money than your favorite rapper, to be honest. So
65,000 the first week is huge in a streaming world.
Mm-hmm.
Also huge in a world where the world is on pause, and like we all experience across the board, YouTube, music, everybody has seen a drop in numbers when it comes to streaming because you're not driving anymore. So when you used to listen to podcasts on the road while you're driving to work or driving to school or wherever, people aren't doing that as much. And they're also not listening to music as much because like the music was in the club or it's on your way to the club or like driving to work. So it's definitely had an effect on everyone, but for him to still do 65,000 is huge, especially in comparison to somebody like Takashi. Takashi was boasting he was going to do 150,000 in sales his first week. He did closer to 50,000.
Yeah,
50,000. So
that was not expected, and I don't know what's going to happen.
I felt the fizzle coming. I really felt the fizzle coming.
Not this quick. First album back after that run on social media, I thought he would be doing real numbers. That was a hell of a promo run.
I think people like him more as a character than they do as a rapper.
They've switched over to the antics.
Yeah, but it's at its own its own fault. Like that's what you've been doing. You ain't been like posting real videos of you in the bar. In the booth spitting. You've been like doing stuff with trolling people. You dropping your wallet. You at the park getting pushed by security. You're an antics guy now.
But that's the thing. You doing antics with your music is a lot more sustainable. If your antics for this album was going to the Nipsey mural, pissing off a bunch of real LA niggas, going to the wrong hoods in Chicago, going to the wrong hoods in New York. And that was the promo run, it was very entertaining. It got a lot of views, but the album didn't do well.
No.
Now it's like, okay, you do any of those things once, now you have like a bunch of people who are gunning for you. How do you keep doing that? If three major cities, three major groups of people pissed off of you led to an okay album drop, if that, that's not something you could really keep up. You can't just keep pissing people off. If now it's not even translating to numbers. At least it did before.
At this point,
worried about it.
You better be ready to pivot. You better come out with a t-shirt company or some sunglasses or some socks or something.
You can sell socks.
Yeah, you can sell socks, but right now, career is starting to stink. Starting to stink up the place. That's all I'm saying. But you don't have to worry about stinking.
No.
Okay? Because we're going to hit you to one of the coolest and one of the dopest companies out there. And it's a company called Hawthorne. Okay? Wow. So you may be used to just going to the mall and just finding somebody to work at the counter and be like, just give me what's popular. Why do you want what's popular? Why don't you want something that's unique, something that was made specifically for you? That's what Hawthorne does. Hawthorne gives you a 2-minute survey, and they ask you all of these questions like, what do you like to do? Where do you like to go when you go out? What type of person are you when you do go out? What do you drink? Are you a straight neat person? Are you a mixed drink type person? Are you a beer person? All of these questions, they take all those answers, all right? They find out who you are at your core, and then they make you a scent, something that is specific to your needs, to your wants, to your behavior, to your liking, okay? And from that, you can get 2 colognes, one for one for work and one for night, okay? Work and play, actually, is how they have it. One for work and one for play. You also can get body wash. You also can get lotion. You also can get shampoo, conditioner. You can get everything from them. They even have candles. There's no reason for you guys to not be smelling your absolute best. I'm telling you this, fellas. Put down the Axe body spray. Put down the Polo Blue and all the stuff from the past. Step into the future and the present with your boys, okay? Get your game together. Ladies, take advantage of this too, because you can buy your guy some gift cards. You can buy him the credit so he can do this. It's amazingly simple. It's a money back guarantee. It's the new wave of the future. Why would you not do this?
And Christmas is coming up.
Come on, you better talk about the holidays.
Got to start thinking about it. You should just go on over to Hawthorne. Check out Hawthorne at hawthorne.co. That's Hawthorne with an E, HAWTHORNE, .co, and use our promo code DIYS. 10% off your first purchase. We got you. DIYS at checkout. You will get 10% off of your first purchase. Just head on over to Hawthorne.co. Start smelling good.
Yeah, it is, man. Get your life together, fam.
Get your life together. All right, some weird headlines. Let's just go into some weird headlines.
Crisscross to make you jump. Let's go.
Salento. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Watch me whip.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me nay.
Hey, watch me.
He went to jail.
Say what now?
He went to jail. So, singer Salento, most known for his hit song "Watch Me Whip, Nay Nay," was facing multiple felony assault charges after threatening people with a hatchet in the midst of searching for his girlfriend. A hatchet.
Okay.
So yeah, he got 2 assault with deadly weapons charges, but did not show up to court.
You gotta show up.
And then the most recent thing is that now he is faced with a $105,000 warrant after missing his appearance. So I don't know how much money that song made.
How these artists be having all of these cars, houses, jewels, but don't have a lawyer? If you have a lawyer, you send your lawyer to court. You don't really have to show up until the trial and the sentencing.
But what happened between now and Watch Me Whip? Because that was a huge song.
It was, man.
That could have turned everything around, and now you're paying hatchet fines. What? Why? Why were you looking for your girlfriend with a hatchet, and then you threatened people along the way to the abuse?
Yo, why would she come back if you out threatening people with a hatchet? That's not the way to get her back. You know, Salento was over here with that knife. That knife about as long as a Cadillac. Talking about he better find you. Now, I don't think you should go back with him. That's what people are going to say. Nobody's going to encourage your girlfriend to go back to you. You're walking around with a sword from King Arthur's round table with the knights.
And he has that look. Like, he kind of looked like Lil Boozy. And you know how, like, Lil Boozy has that, I don't know, something about the shape of Lil Boozy's head says, I told a machete. Like, I will use a machete. I don't know what it is. Some people just got, like, a machete-looking, I don't know.
Totem face?
I don't know. Yeah, he got like a Vice documentary face. So I could see it. But, yeah, that happened. Something else that's horrible and along the lines of the same thing. A husband ripped open his pregnant wife's stomach to find out the baby's gender. This is the worst gender reveal ever.
Is this real?
This is real. This is a father of 5 daughters in the Uttar Pradesh region in India. He wanted to see if she was having a baby boy. It says the 41-year-old man attacked his wife with a sickle-shaped object on Saturday evening in their home to find out the baby's gender. The 35-year-old woman, identified as Anita Devi, is said to be 6 to 7 months pregnant at the time of the attack. So what's messed up about this is that not only is this man had a history of abusive behavior and assault, but apparently that's a big thing in that culture. Unfortunately, some bad things happen if a woman is unable to conceive a son. And in this particular horrible situation, it says that she gave birth to 5 daughters, and the attack occurred after a priest told the couple that their 6th daughter would also be a girl. The brother said that the brother-in-law used to beat up the woman often for giving birth to 5 daughters. And that's a big problem, you know.
I just feel like
I'm not, I guess,
ultrasound. Like ultrasound. Can that tell you? Like, Ultrasound can tell you the gender of the baby. You don't have to.
I don't think
rip
this
over
was
somebody's...
a logical thing.
Okay,
I think he was insane out of his mind. But that is messed up. I do get a lot of messages about covering some of the crazy stuff that goes on in the Middle East. So I do hear you. That's nuts. That's insane.
I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna get out of that because that was just funky.
Nah, man, got to get the real in the dark out here.
The Shade Room's great debates. This chick named Key Lolo posted, I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop putting pickles on chicken sandwiches. In all caps. And then 16 exclamation points after that.
Reverse canceled.
Yeah. Who died and made you ridiculous?
Yeah.
If a chicken sandwich ain't got the pickles on it, then you already starting wrong.
What's she putting on it?
Yeah, why? Who's doing it? Relish? She putting relish on there like it's a difference. I mean, there is a difference because relish is always sweet, and I prefer dill pickles on my chicken sandwich. I don't like sweet pickles on my burgers or on my chicken sandwich or on my fish sandwiches or with my fish. I don't understand the need for sweet pickles at all, to be completely honest with you. Give me all dill.
What are they doing? I don't get it.
I have no idea.
Pickles are low-key sometimes the best part of the sandwich.
Absolutely.
Like Chick-fil-A, those little pickles that they throw in there, oh, those are heavenly.
It's a good time. Why would you not put those on there? I always get extra pickles when I go to Chick-fil-A too, to be honest with you.
Hey, did you see that Popeyes, you know that whole stupid trend that white people always ruin that's just like, it's the this for me.
Yes.
It's the this for me. Popeyes tweeted, it's the being closed on Sundays for me. It's just like, why? When did fast food become so bold? Like, y'all let these little millennials take over your Twitter accounts, and now it's just all beef. All beef. Everybody's just coming for each other like, fam.
I love it, though. I mean, I love the fact that you think about 20 years ago, they would have never did this. Oh, we can't do that. That's not PC. It's not professional. We can't do it. I love that Twitter has opened that lane for people to be petty. Because let's be honest, it's just being petty. Mm-hmm. And we all say it. Like, we've all said something about Chick-fil-A being closed on Sundays, and all the other companies know it, too. So I love the fact that they have a platform to do it. I think it's hilarious.
It's true. That's true. Wendy's
be going off. Wendy's be popping off. Wingstop do as well. I like Wingstop. They be going off too.
Wendy's for sure changed the game. I like that. it definitely makes it more interesting. There's no reason to go to a Wendy's Twitter account unless it's for that. So they were smart about it because there's some companies I don't even understand why they have social media.
Yeah, just to show you when they got a new burger coming out or something like that. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ain't nobody really checking for y'all.
I know we had to pivot to chicken sandwiches to get away from all this darkness, but I do have to say a big rest in peace to Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a really, really, really big death. She was a huge champion for gender equality. She held one of the highest seats in the Supreme Court. She passed away at 87.
87.
Legal pioneer. She was known as the notorious RBG. Most senior member of the court's liberal wing with a consistent progressive voting record on the most divisive social issues, including abortion rights, same-sex marriage, immigration, and affirmative action. So rest in peace to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Did a lot with her time here. A lot of positive things for sure. All right, what's a good little one to close out on? What should we close on?
It's a lot to choose from, to be honest with you.
Let's start with this. You want to end on a scary story?
Why not? It's close to conspiracy.
All right. Now, this is just a conspiracy. This is just an urban legend.
Mm-hmm.
But some say that A Nightmare on Elm Street is based on a true story. A 12-year-old boy was having nightmares and tried to stay up late. He failed. He woke up with 4 razor slashes on his chest, and the police said it wasn't self-inflicted and there was no type of break-in. What do you think of the chances of that? Just entertain it. Just entertain the urban legicals. What do you think are the chances of a dream monster?
Here's the thing. It's like, you want to be like, that's stupid as fuck. I don't want to. What? No, it ain't no way it can happen. You want to say that, but then you be like, man, but what that shit is true. I don't want that nigga to come find me because
I
doubted this nigga's skills. He heard that. He was asleep himself. He was like, ain't no way.
You woke him up. Does Freddy go to sleep before he kills you?
Nah, but I'm saying, like, he could be doing something. He could be eating, and he heard me say that. He'd be like, oh, my nigga, say less. I'll pull up tonight.
He would have so much time to kill me.
Because I'd be asleep. Put the glove on.
I'd be asleep.
I love sleeping. I don't get much good sleep, but I do love sleeping, man.
Would you still... Okay, let's say it came out like, oh, my God, this whole time Freddy Krueger has been alive. There's been a couple of mysterious dream deaths throughout America. Are you sleeping less?
No.
You're just gonna be like, if it's my time, it's my time. If he finds my dream, he finds my dream.
Bro, I'll be tired, bro. Just today, we're shooting 7 pieces of content, bro. Like, I'm tired right now, and I got a great night's sleep last night.
Same.
I took some Z-Quil. I laid down. I had a good cup of water before I went to sleep. Put my mask on.
A good cup of water?
Yeah, just water. Stay hydrated while I'm sleeping, just in case I sweat. Wake up feeling good, refreshed. Put my mask on. You know what I'm saying?
Big bet.
Yeah. I was good. I woke up feeling refreshed, and right now I'm already tired.
I need to drink more water before I go to sleep.
Yeah, man. It's good for you, man.
Well, let us know if you think it's possible for there to be a dream monster. I mean, it's probably not true, but we here on Damn Internet You Scary, we entertain the...
We like to.
We entertain the urban legends, the rumors, and the conspiracies. Because it's more fun that way.
Yeah.
All right? Stop being a Snope. That website, Snopes.com, ruined a lot of dreams.
I know. I love it, though.
A lot of cool stuff that I like believing in. They're just like, nope, that's not true. That's not true, and this is why. And you're just like,
I love it, though. Shout out to Lil Boosie, too. Boosie said, hey, Kanye, why you can't keep Drake name out your mouth, bruh? I'm going to go say it. Stop hating. Hashtag stop hate. Shake my head. You showing straight jealousy, and you ain't even got to do it like that. You rich, nigga. Shake my head. And then Drake had liked it.
See, he got that machete face. I told you. That's why nobody mess with Boosie, because he got machete face.
Oh, I love it, man.
He will chop you up. Well, listen, thank you guys so much for watching yet another episode of Damn Internet You Scary. We're about to jump on the Squadcast and give you guys even more of these jokes.
It is.
But as always, we want to thank the Scary Squad for jumping in. Make sure you join our Patreon. We got a lot of exclusive content coming out. We're doing the what's it called? The Chit Chat and Cereal. We got some Lucky Charms honey clovers over here and all types of, what is that? Peanut butter corn pops? I didn't even notice the corn pops.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you sign up for our Patreon because we got that. And we are also going back to the murder mystery stories.
Murder, death, and mystery,
we are going to give you guys some October scary content there as well. So sign up for that Patreon and get you some exclusive content as well as early access. But yes, as always, I've been Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Tahir Moore.
We will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Later.